What's going on? What's going on? Good morning. Good morning. This morning. Good morning, chat. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Let me make sure everything good on my screen. Let me make sure my sound good. Give me 1 second, chat. Make sure my sound good. Okay, okay. Let me make sure my sound good. Give me 1 second, chat. Now let me edit this right quick. Chat, how we doing this morning, man? How we doing? Y'all see the title right there, man. You already see what's going on, man. It's crazy. So we got Don Lemon, man. Don Lemon has got arrested. Let me uh let me check my other screen right quick. Let me check my other screen right quick. All right. Yeah, man. So it seems this morning Don Lemon got arrested, and we already know Don Lemon invaded a church. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know the backstory of that, man, let me see if I can pull it up right quick before we read the article so people can really understand what happened. You know what I'm saying? Don Lemon invaded the church in Minneapolis, and we already know what's going on in Minneapolis about, you know, shootings and stuff like not just shooting, but ICE agents and stuff like that. Let me let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see. Because he invaded a church. You know what I'm saying? I guess people was um protesters, whatever, went inside a church, and that's kind of what happened. And Don Lemon was one of the people that was kind of interviewing. You know what I'm saying? And he got a lot of backlash for that. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot of backlash for that. You know what I'm saying? And some people say he was the head honcho for that whole situation. You know, let me play a small clip right quick and just get the backstory of what really happened or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
The Department of Justice is investigating the anti-ICE protesters who disrupted services at a church in Minnesota over the weekend.
But the state's attorney general claims the demonstrators and journalist Don Lemon, who was with them, did not break the federal law the DOJ is accusing them of. Doug Lazater joins us live from Washington with all the details. Hi, Doug.
Carly and Todd, good morning. This was an extraordinary escalation of the protests in Minnesota, the storming of a church. Now, here's how this played out. As former CNN host Don Lemon joined with protesters who believed one of the pastors at a church in St. Paul had connections to ICE.
We're here to worship. We're here to worship Jesus because that's the hope of these cities. That's the hope of the world is Jesus Christ.
I want to be very respectful. Please don't push me, though.
We're here to worship Jesus. Yes. That's why we're here. Yeah. Okay, that's why we're here. Okay. That's what we're about.
Don't you think Jesus would be understanding
we're about
and love these folks?
We're about spreading the love of Jesus.
But did you try to talk to them as a Christian?
No one is willing to talk.
Minnesota's Attorney General says protesters who stormed that church did not violate what's called the Federal FACE Act, but the Justice Department may not see it that way.
What you saw there was anti-Christian, anti-law enforcement rioters storming a church in this country, and that's a violation of law, and we are absolutely investigating. Our Civil Rights Unit has already sent experts out to Minneapolis today. The Civil Rights Unit, the U.S. Attorney's Office, the FBI, DHS is investigating this because what you saw the fear in the eyes of the members of that church.
Now, Lemon, meantime, defended his actions, saying this in a statement. It's notable that I've been cast as the face of a protest I was covering as a journalist, especially since I wasn't the only reporter there. That framing is telling. I stand by my reporting. Lemon has said that racism is a part of the ongoing immigration enforcement efforts. He has also said that some of his critics have a sense of entitlement based on white supremacy. Todd and Carl.
Yeah, the double down did not end there. Doug, thank you. For more on the double down from Don Lemon, let's bring in Tony Perkins, president of the Family Research Council, a former pastor and police officer.
So that was basically the situation with Don Lemon. And Don Lemon kind of, he went on TMZ as well and also, say he didn't do anything wrong or whatever. I mean? A lot of people, like I say, don't really like Don Lemon. I mean? But he did got arrested this morning just for that. I just wanted to give you just a little back story of just why he got arrested. You know what I mean? Let me see if I can play a small clip right quick.
And to a Fox News alert, journalist Don Lemon has been arrested in connection with an anti-ICE protest at a church in St. Paul, Minnesota. Bill Malusian joins us now with more on this breaking news. Hey, Bill.
Yeah, Charlie. Good morning to you. Our colleague David Spunt and I getting this breaking news from multiple law enforcement sources just minutes ago, confirming that former CNN anchor Don Lemon has been arrested by federal agents in Los Angeles just after midnight this morning at a hotel. This obviously all in connection with that storming of a church in St. Paul, Minnesota by that group of anti-ICE agitators. Now remember, the feds had gone to judges to try to get Don Lemon arrested before. They went to a magistrate judge in Minnesota who didn't sign off on an arrest warrant for him. Then it went to a judge above him. He didn't sign off on an arrest warrant for him. Then it went to an appeals court. They also decided not to sign off for an arrest warrant for him. So there was experts who were predicting that perhaps the feds would go to a grand jury. It remains to be seen if that's what happened here, but we can confirm that Don Lemon was arrested in Los Angeles by federal agents just after midnight Los Angeles time at a hotel. Now, typically, standard procedure with an arrest like this is the defendant will likely make their first court appearance sometime the same day. So there's a chance we may see Don Lemon make his first court appearance in Los Angeles sometime today. But obviously, this is going to grab all sorts of headlines. 3 other protesters from that church storming, have already been arrested, including who the feds say was the organizer of that protest. The woman in the middle there is a school board member in St. Paul, and then the mugshot on the right is an online personality / agitator, if you want to call him that. He's known as the Woke Farmer. Those were the 3 people that the feds had already arrested, but we have confirmed that Don Lemon has now been arrested in Los Angeles in connection with that viral incident. We all saw the video of it that spread and drew widespread condemnation. The feds have been going after these people on FACE Act violations. So this is still breaking news. Once we get more details about the potential charges here, a court appearance, we'll, of course, update our viewers, guys.
Really appreciate it. Of course, if it was a grand jury that did indict him, that's pretty unimpeachable. Bill Melugin, thank you so much.
Yep.
I'm Steve.
Well, so we already seen Don Lemon is a excuse me. So we already know Don Lemon is a high profile figure. You know what I'm saying? But these three people right here, it wasn't all over the news because I haven't seen these three right here got arrested. You know what I'm saying? It might be other people. Y'all probably seen it, but I haven't seen these three people really got arrested. I haven't seen them on social media, Twitter, nothing like that. But we are, like I say, Don Lemon is a higher profile figure. So that's probably one of the reason that all news sources right now at this moment, 9 a.m., really talking about Don Lemon. You know what I'm saying? Because he's one of the people that was on CNN. A lot of people don't like the CNN network and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's why this is breaking news all over the world. You know what I mean? Crazy situation about that whole situation about them invading the church. You know what I mean? I don't know the whole backstory about that situation, man, but what's going on in Minnesota is it's kind of terrible. You know, it's sad as well, just seeing everything that's going on over there. But before I get my full conclusion on this Don Lemon situation, let's see. Let's read this TMZ article right quick. And before I read this article, in the video right here, you know, the guy said that it was other two departments declined to charge Don Lemon. So this is the third department, grand jury or whatever. They finally about to charge Don Lemon because two departments or whatever declined to charge him. And now he's being charged the third, kind of want to say the third time or whatever, but you know, grand jury or whatever. So that's kind of like suspicious right there. Like two other departments already declined to charge him. Now on the third try, he's being charged. That's kind of suspicious right there, man. But y'all tell me what y'all think. So TMZ said, man, Don Lemon arrested by feds in Los Angeles. Let me pull the whole article up. So it says former CNN article anchor Don Lemon has been arrested by federal agents in Los Angeles after being spotted at a church protest in St. Paul, Minnesota earlier this month. The New York Times reports he was charged for violating a federal law during the anti-AIDS protests at city's church on January 18th by impeding people's right to worship. The journalist's lawyer, Abby Lawyer, released a statement condemning the arrest as a distraction tactic by Trump administration and argued he was present at the demonstration as a reporter. Her argued in part, the First Amendment exists to protect journalists whose role is to shine light on the truth and those in power accountable. There is no important time for people like Don to be doing this work. Lowell continued, instead of investigating the federal agents who killed two peaceful Minnesota protesters, the Trump Justice Department is devoting its time, attention, and resources to this arrest, and that is the real indictment of wrongdoing in this case. This unprecedented attack on the First Amendment and transparent attempt to distract attention from the many crises facing this administration will not stand. Don will fight these charges vigorously and thoroughly in court. We told you about it. The federal government sought to charge 8 people following the demonstration in the city's church, including Lemon, but a manager judge only approved charges against only 3 people, not including Lemon. A federal appeals court also denied a petition by the Justice Department to issue the additional warrants. The demonstration involved about 30 to 40 people and was meant to confront the city's church pastor, David Eastwood, a Minneapolis ICE official. He was not present at the church when the protest erupted. Wow. So they was basically about to arrest just 3 people, you know what I'm saying, and not Lemon. So like I say, man, 2 other times it was already denied, you know what I'm saying, for trying to charge Don Lemon. And now that this is the 3rd time that he's, you know, now somebody about to charge him. So that is kind of suspicious right there. And like I say, Don Lemon has, you know, ever since he's been on CNN, and next thing you know, he's not on CNN no more. He's like an independent journalist now, you know what I mean? And now he's, you know, when that Nicki Minaj, Donald Trump and stuff like that. So a lot of people don't really like this guy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a fan you know what I mean, I don't hate this guy or whatever, but then again, it's like, everybody got a freedom of speech. And one thing I tell people, man, you got a freedom of speech to say whatever you want. You know what I mean? You got a free speech to say whatever you want. But you also got to remember there's consequences behind that, whatever you say. You know what I mean? And Don Lemon going in there at church, I think it was wrong. You know what I mean? Confronting that pastor or whatever. You know what I mean? And I guess he wanted to, get a story out there. You know what I mean? Not just exploit the situation, but get a story out there. Because what's all going on in Minneapolis, it is sad. And a lot of people around the world do need to see what's going on in these situations with this administration. You know what I'm saying? Why Donald Trump is leading this whole thing. You know what I mean? So, but him going in there, I kind of get it. Then again, it's like, you probably shouldn't went in there. You know what I'm saying? You probably shouldn't went in there because it's gonna be all in the news, and they're gonna make you enemy number one, and that's exactly what happened. Crazy situation, man. Once again, man, Don Lemon has been arrested. I'm not gonna go too much into it, but y'all tell me what y'all think about this situation, yo. It's wild. Um, I'm just reading some of your chats, man. Somebody say they love Donnie Lemon. Don't mind me, says yay for president. I doubt that, man. John Fitzpatrick says Don is going to jail. Yeah, he's going to jail, but 9 out of 10, he's gonna get blown out. You know what I mean? Sean Cobb said, "F this entire administration. We are so F as a country." You got a point there. Sean, don't lock him up all weekend. Damn, you want locked up? Jim Brett said, "You can't go in the house of God and pick the God's children." That's true. Liberty Belly says, "Say what you want as long as it's not a threat, but not to do what you want." Exactly, man. Exactly. What's this? Sandman says, "Lesson to hear, or the lessons to learn. Don't go to protest, arm, and try and fight law enforcement." What somebody said, Jimmy 45481 said, "Don Lemon took lemons and made it felony." Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. Listen, that thing about that guy who, what's his name, Andrew Pettit or something like that, got killed. That situation, man, it was. I don't want to go too much into it, man. You know what I mean? Because I love to debate. You know what I'm saying? I love to debate. So, but still, though, I don't want to get too much into that, man. That guy that got shot over there, because, in my opinion, you can see. I seen all the videos. I even seen the ones that, I even seen the one that they put up. Yesterday or day before yesterday, about the guy being shot. That before that happened, they tackled a guy a couple of times. So this video right here, this is before he got shot. This is another day. You know what I mean? This right here is another day. Recording what was happening while trying to help. Okay. Nope, this is the same day. Okay, this is the same day. This is the day he got shot. I'm trying to think, was that another time that he didn't got shot? Because they put it up. I think this is it right here. Yeah. I'm going to play this, and I'm going to give my opinion on this as well. And I want y'all to let me know if y'all disagree. So this is the guy right here, Alice Perry. This is a day or two before he got arrested. He got killed. You know what I'm saying? Before he got killed. This is him right here. And as you can see there, it looks like he spit. Let me know if I'm wrong. Like he spit. And this is the other side right here.
Filmed on January 13th in Minneapolis. showing a man who appears to be Alex Preddy interacting with federal immigration agents 11 days before Border Patrol shot and killed him. Our footage was analyzed by the BBC, whose facial recognition technology confirmed his identity to a 97% degree of accuracy. On the morning of January 13th, our team received a tip that federal agents were blocking a street at the corner of East 36 and Park Avenue in Minneapolis. We arrived around 10:15 a.m. We saw observers shouting at the agents as they walked back to their vehicles. When they started driving away, the man kicked their taillight. An agent then got out of the vehicle, grabbed him, and pushed him to the ground. During the altercation, agents fired tear gas and pepper balls into the crowd. They continued to hold the man down before they retreat, and he walks away. The man in our footage is wearing a similar outfit to what Preddy was wearing on the day he was killed. What appears to be a gun is also visible above his waistband.
I want y'all to really pay attention to this video. And I'm really going to give my opinion. I want to know if y'all disagree, because I want to show this as well. Because this is kind of weird now. This is kind of weird to me.
Is wearing a similar outfit to what Preddy was wearing on.
Y'all can see they got this guy on the ground. They didn't beat him up, but they got him on the ground. They looking at his back. They got him, my hands behind his back or whatever. But look, just look, man. Just
the day he was killed. What appears to be a gun.
Boom. He got a gun.
Is also visible above his waistband.
And it was visible. It was visible. It wasn't concealed. It was concealed, but his shirt was up.
Here, he continues to stand at the scene. On the day he was killed, the Department of Homeland Security claims Preddy, a 37-year-old ICU nurse, approached officers holding a handgun.
Crazy situation, right? So we got this guy right here. He got tackled. This is my second time seeing this. And this is my first time really examining that video. So he got a gun right there. You mean to tell me they didn't see that gun that time right there, but the other officers seen the gun? Like, he got a gun right there. They didn't took it. They didn't beat him up. They didn't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? And there's two things right there. One is Alex Preddy was acting crazy. You know what I'm saying? He was acting crazy with a gun. Now, why would you do that? I don't know. But another thing is these officers, they didn't do anything to, took the gun like the other officers. Other officers in the video that he got killed, they really beat him up. You know what I'm saying? They really beat him up and grabbed the gun, then shot him. And one thing I really want to say is this is the second time. And I don't know, is this the same day or a different day? Because if this is a different day, then he got the same clothes on and all. Wow. Two different totally videos. The first video, the day he got shot, he had his phone in his hand and he just been in the street. This time here, he acting really belligerent, like a mug with a weapon on him. Like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I get what a lot of people are saying, you're walking up to ICE agent with a weapon. I definitely understand that, because seeing this video right here will make you think like, yo, is this guy on some drugs or something? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, wow, like they didn't took his weapon or nothing like that. So I'm just like, it's two different situations, maybe in some different offices, but this guy approached the officers twice. Crazy, right? Second time seeing this video, but really first time really examining it. That shit's crazy. And I'm sitting here really thinking about it this time, like, damn, you know what? Like, I don't know. That video just seemed crazy to me. And also, this video came up a couple days ago. It ain't never been seen before. It just came up after he got killed. So y'all tell me what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? There's so many videos of protesters, you know what I'm saying, being arrested, doing stuff, throwing ice and stuff. But this video just came out a few days after this guy got killed. I don't know. Kind of suspicious, but then again, it's wild. It don't look good on either side. You know what I'm saying? This video right here showed that this guy was acting crazy, acting belligerent with a weapon. The other time he was helping a lady, and at that time I want to say it's kind of his fault as well because we seen a video of him with the camera. You know what I mean? But this one right here, I think he was in the wrong for real. He even spit at one of the officers. It looked like this video right here is very damaging. You know what I'm saying? Very damaging. It still looks crazy though because like damn. We got a weapon and no officer didn't see that. Like the shit was, I don't know, man. It's crazy, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Am I going crazy or it just, I don't know. It's wild, man. Let's move on, man. Let's talk about some other stuff. Cause that just kind of threw me for a loop. Jim Brett said people on speed act like that. I don't know, man. It just it looks crazy to me because you know what I'm saying. This video, he really looks like he on some shit. Like he really like he was on something. I'm not gonna lie. You know, and it's kind of odd because I'm like, he had a gun on him. You know what I mean? He had a gun on him. So it's like, did it not see that? Because I'm like, it was visible. It was visible, especially you putting the hands behind his back. It was very visible right there. And it didn't see it. Like, you know, I don't want to say the video was kind of edited or fake. I don't want to say that. You know what I'm saying? But it looks crazy. In this video, he looks wild. You know, and just being in that situation right there, why would you go up in those people's face a second time? I don't know. Dawn Newman said, "No lady around him." No, Dawn, I'm talking about the first time. You know what I mean? I'm talking about the first time when he actually got caught. There was a lady right there. It seemed like he was right here. This is the video I'm talking about right here, Dawn. I know you've seen it too, but I probably misspoke but let me right here. So this is the video right here I'm talking about that he was helping the lady. So this is him right here. He was in the street.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
See right here, he's helping a lady right there too. So he helping these two ladies. He got pepper sprayed. Still getting pepper sprayed. Hold on, my shift. Okay. Hold up. I don't know why I keep frozen right here. It's frozen. Is it? But anyway, he was helping a lady right here, and that's when he tackled him. That's what I'm talking about. He was helping a lady right there, Don. That's what I was. Let me see if I can. I don't want to play when he got shot. I don't want to play that. But yeah, it was basically helping the lady. You know what I'm saying? Um, Seemed to me he was helping a lady. In my opinion, you didn't see the same video we all seen. What video was that? I thought I seen all the videos. What video you talking about, Jeffrey? I sworn I saw all the videos. They said he was helping a lady. I see him attacking cops. Nah, that video. Now the video that I played that he spit and he kicked the tail light. Yeah, I can understand that. But the video, the day that he got shot, I don't think he was attacking. He had the phone up, and we see that a lot of times that a lot of them with the phones, you know what I'm saying, recording and stuff like that in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know about that. About him attacking anybody. He got what he deserved. Bad mistake for him. I mean, listen, I never say anybody deserved to die. You know what I'm saying? I never say that. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say that. But enough of somebody getting killed, man. Let's move on some other stuff. Once again, man, good morning, good morning. As you just coming in, welcome to my YouTube channel. I usually don't go live, trying something new. If you're new here, man, I do commentary. I react to stuff and talk about a lot of stuff that I feel I want to get my opinion on, man. So sit back, enjoy. Make sure you like and subscribe. Let's get into it, man. What else? Oh, so we already know Don Lemon got arrested. So Nicki Minaj, who's a rapper, she's Donald Trump's biggest fan. So they had a event yesterday, and Nicki Minaj got a card or something like that. They coming out with, man. But let's play the news right here. Let's react to this. Nicki Minaj at President Trump summit. I am probably President's #1 fan.
We're also pleased. My daughter, she went crazy when she heard that this was happening. I want to go. You know, she happens to be in the wrong state right now for that. But when she heard that there's a certain person that's here who's the greatest and most successful female rapper in history, Nicki Minaj. Come on. And, you know, and Nicki makes a lot of cash. Not as much as Michael Dell. Not quite. Not as much. But that's okay. But Nicki makes a lot of money, and she's generously stepping up. She's investing hundreds of thousands of dollars in Trump accounts to support the children and really the children of her incredible fans. That's great. Focus on that. Why should you give to somebody else's fans? Give to your fans. I like that. But, and I just think she's great. You know, I've been hearing so much over the years, because I didn't know Nicki, and I've been hearing over the years she's a big Trump supporter and a Trump fan, and she took a little heat on occasion. Her community isn't necessarily, I tell you, we did pretty damn well with that, with your community, as we say. But Nicki has been an unbelievable supporter. She gets almost as much as Mr. Wonderful over here. He's been another one that's been so good. But I'd like to ask you to come up, Nicki. Come on up. Come on. She's been such a great supporter, and a great supporter of Trump accounts. And I said, I'm going to let my nails
I appreciate that, Jim. Thank you.
grow, because I love those nails. I'm gonna let those nails grow. She's so good. She's been.
You remember when I say a lot of people don't like Don Lemon? Listen, a lot of people now don't like Nicki Minaj, which is crazy. She's like one of the top 3, top 5 best rappers alive. It's wild. And ever since she came out trying to supporting Donald Trump and stuff like that, also being on Turning Point USA event with Erica Kurt, Nicki Minaj got a lot of backlash, man.
MAGA. What can I say? She's been with us all the way, right, Alex? She's been with us all the way, and just want to thank her. And it wasn't so easy. For you, it was easier, right? You want to come up? You want to come up? Mr. Wonderful, come on up here. You've been terrific. Come on up.
Hello. Well, I don't know what to say, but I will say that I am probably the president's #1 fan. And that's not going to change. And the hate or what people have to say, it does not affect me at all. It actually motivates me to support him more. And it's gonna motivate all of us to support him more. We're not going to let them get away with bullying him and, you know, the smear campaigns. It's not going to work, okay? He has a lot of force behind him, and God is protecting him. Amen.
Thank you.
So that was Nicki Minaj right there. Now listen, one thing about me, man, I'm a realist. You know, I don't care who you vote for. I don't care if you conservative, Republican, Democrat. I don't care. You know, the main goal should be we want better for our country, we want better for ourselves, we want better for our families. That should be the main goal. You know what I'm saying? We have this back and forth, this beef. Oh, you're Republican, I don't like you. You're Democrat, I don't like you. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I never really understand that. You know what I'm saying? The main goal is should be we want better for the country. You know what I'm saying? We want better for everybody because everybody loves money. We all want to be, satisfied, financially stable, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Also grocery, gas and stuff like that, prices going up. We all want the prices to be fair. You know what I'm saying? Lowered as much. You know what I'm saying? Especially gas. That should be the main thing, man. But in today's society, these last few years, um, just the politics has gone downhill. You know what I mean? Especially what's going on with ICE, midterms coming up and stuff like that. It's a crazy situation, man. So this Nicki Minaj situation, there's a what is it called, a Trump card or something like that that I seen. Um, there's a Trump card. Let me see. Yeah, so it says Nicki Minaj, a Trinidad and Tobago native, is trolling all of the deportation petitions as she finalizes her U.S. citizenship paperwork after getting President Donald Trump's gold card free of charge. So this gold card is something that's very unique. So so free of charge. So in late December, a viral petition to deport Nicki Minaj to Trinidad gained momentum after days after the super bass rapper spoke with Turning Point USA Erica Kirk. And at first, I never knew Nicki Minaj she wasn't documented. I didn't know that. So her doing this right here could be a political move. You know what I'm saying? To get her citizenship. And we also know her husband is a pedophile. And I'm not alleging that. You know what I'm saying? It is known that he's a pedophile. You know what I mean? Like he's a registered sex offender. You know what I mean? But anyway, so this gold card right here. Let's read more. So it says now on January 28th, reports surfaced of her pledging between $150,000 to $300,000 to help fund accounts for her fans through the Trump Accounts Initiative. It seeks to give eligible American children tax advantage investment accounts, courtesy of President Trump. Hours after Nicki Minaj appeared at Trump Summit for the initiative, she revealed she received a Trump Gold Card. Back in February 2025, President Trump teased his $5 million gold card that he said would offer a path to citizenship for the wealthy foreigners. Wow, that's crazy. In April 2025, he debuted the card and said it's like a green card, but better. Wow. Let me see if I can read more of this. So this is the gold card right here Nicki Minaj got from Donald Trump. This is very unique. This is crazy. So Donald Trump said, today we are proud to announce the Trump Gold Card. The card will be available for $1 million for individuals and $2 million for corporations. For too long, we have had millions of illegal aliens pouring into our country and our immigration system was broken. It's beyond time that the American people and American taxpayers are benefiting from the legal immigration system. We anticipate the Trump Gold Card will generate well over $100 billion very quickly. Wow. This money will be used for reducing taxes, pro-growth projects, and paying down our debt.
Well, I
think we're not playing dollars behind Trump's new initiative.
What did you think about Nicki Minaj?
So this is basically Nicki Minaj kind of giving money. You know what I'm saying? Getting a green card, giving money, and also backing Donald Trump. I mean, you can agree or you can disagree. You know what I mean? It's like, for a lot of her fans who are mostly women, trans, you know what I'm saying, gay, bi, whatever you want to call it. Those are most of her fans as well. and she received a lot of backlash from them. You know what I mean? In my opinion, like, is it warranted? I mean, kind of. And then again, I can see the backside of it. You know what I'm saying? Her trying to get a citizenship and stuff like that, man. Because before all this even happened, we already know Nicki Minaj has been going at Rock Nation, who's a label part owner of Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying, rap as well. You know what I mean? So she already been going these rants, these Twitter rants, before she even got on stage with Erica Kirk at the Turning Point USA event. You know what I mean? So it's a crazy situation, man. But this right here, like I said, she got some backlash. But this right here is Joy Reid. Joy Reid, she used to work for MNBC, and she was on this podcast right here with Angela Lee, and she said some stuff about Nicki Minaj.
Minaj.
Listen, speaking of undocumented people, this lady came here, and by the way, we share a birthday, so it's a little weird that we always we've had beef before. So I was a fan of her music. I think she's a musical talent. I mean, just like Kanye West, these are talented musicians. Nobody should never listen to anything she says other than just her music. This lady came here at 5 years old, undocumented. She understands what it's like to be undocumented. Grew up in this city. She's deportable. Because she definitely was undocumented originally. She is a Trinidadian. She didn't say anything about the killing of those Trinidadian fishermen. I'm quite sure the people in Trini noticed that she doesn't seem to care about her people. And the idea of sucking up to Trump, not long after you said you don't want a Melania because you don't want a weak woman, right? You don't want somebody that's just sucking up to the president. And after you criticized his deportation policies yourself, and now all of a sudden you're kissing his ass.
What do you think happened?
I think she has a brother and a husband.
What did you think about Nicki Minaj?
Listen, speaking of undocumented, we've got some serious legal issues around pedophilia, particularly her brother, who's serving 25 to life or something for the violation of a child or of children. And I think she's thinking, you know how I could get a pardon? I'll go be friends with the Turning Points USA people. I'll kiss Trump's ass and Vance's ass, and maybe I'll get pardons, and maybe I won't get deported. I mean, my cynical self says that she's trying to protect herself, her brother, and her husband from the administration by kissing their ass. We've got some serious legal issues.
So that was Joy Reid, man. Joy Reid is an NBC former host, and I guess she, everybody got their opinion. Everybody got their opinion. You know what I'm saying? I don't. It is, the thing is she speaking facts about Nicki Minaj? She trying to get a pardon. You know what I mean? She trying to get her husband off the register list. You know what I'm saying? Her situation with her brother. A crazy situation, man. That's Nicki Minaj, man. I ain't gonna go too deep into that. But what y'all think about that gold card, though? That Trump gold card. You think it's going to help the economy, or this is something, another crazy plot Donald Trump coming up with? Let me know. So let's move on, Mel. What else we got? I'm not going to keep y'all long. Two more things I want to talk about, and I'll let y'all get out of here. I do appreciate y'all tuning in this early morning. The reason I'm really up this morning, because even though I'm off this morning, I took a nap probably like 8 p.m. and woke up at about 3 a.m. and I've been up ever since. So I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Like I said, couple more things I want to talk about, and then we can get up out of here. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Let's see. We could talk about the Kevin Gates situation. He was on the Shannon Sharp podcast. We can talk the David case. Let me see. Let me look on YouTube right quick. I want to talk about this David case. If there's any updates. So, if you don't know, there's a singer named David. This was going on for a while now, these last few months. And he was dating this young woman. She's about 14, 12 or something like that when he was dating her. And he was on tour, and while he was on tour, his Tesla was parked, you know what I'm saying, in front of his place where he was staying. And next thing you know, his Tesla got towed, and when it got towed to the junkyard, wherever they towed it at, it was a crazy odor, an odor of something stank. You know what I mean? Come to find out, it was the young lady that he was dating. You know what I mean? It was this young woman, and still kind of figuring out, like, what happened to her and stuff like that. But nobody really know what happened or how the body got in there. And David, the singer, that's his car, arrested him, but he was on tour. And, he hasn't been arrested yet. You know what I'm saying? And at first glance, I always thought that, listen, this is your car, this is your girlfriend. You ain't know what happened to her. And like I say, they haven't arrested this guy yet. You know what I mean? A lot of clues and stuff like that. Everybody trying to be detective online and stuff, but everybody's still not getting it right. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really know what's going on. So now I'm guessing a grand jury is, getting together, and one of David's associates has been arrested, I guess, for not helping out. And that's where we at now to this day, a few months later. David's still not arrested. So let's see the update on this right here. So it says, friend of David arrested for failure to appear in homicide investigation.
That was singer David in a documentary with Spotify over 2 years ago. Well, now a friend of the singer's is finding himself behind bars related to the investigation into the death of Celeste Rivas Hernandez. 23-year-old Neo Langston was arrested last week in Montana on an out-of-state warrant issued by the LAPD. Now, this after the popular streamer failed to appear as a grand jury witness. Langston's being held this morning without any bond. He's back in the custody of the LAPD. As for David, he was identified as a suspect in the death of Rivas Hernandez late last year, but has not been charged with any crimes. Now, the remains of Celeste Rivas Hernandez were found back in September, her body severely decomposed. The teenager was reported missing in April of 2024. Okay, so apparently they wanted the testimony from this Neo Langston to go before the grand jury. He didn't show up, so police come and get you. You get picked up on the failure to appear warrant, and we'll see what happens next. But we're wondering, how might this arrest impact the investigation? Let's bring in our power panel. Still with me, former prosecutor Melba Pearson. Want to welcome in private investigator Manuel Gomez. Okay, so it seems that his testimony must be important, huh? Melba, what do you say about that? They picked him up.
Appreciate you for tuning in, man. Have a good day as well.
Yeah, well, like as you said at the top, Julie, when you get that subpoena, you got to show up, right? Like, it's not like, oh, if I ignore this, it'll go away. No, that then comes the knock at the door. So he learned that in real time. And so I think at the end of the day, the investigation is continuing because we don't have any clear answers, right? We still don't know her cause of death. We still don't know how this poor child, yes, child, ended up in the trunk or the frunk of this car. And, the investigators need to talk to all the friends, everybody within David's circle, to kind of try and figure out and piece together a timeline and figure out what.
Nobody really talking around David's camp, man. Nobody really talking about what happened. They all got a closed lip on this situation. And like I say, it was months now that this girl has been killed and found in the back of his Tesla's trunk, which is crazy and sad as well. Nobody really talking. The authorities really don't know. They haven't really arrested anybody. And this is the first person that they really arrested. And that's basically because he failed to appear. You know what I mean? So this case has been wow. I don't know if y'all don't tune into it, but this case is crazy, man. They found a girl in the trunk of the car. No arrests have been made. They still don't even know how she really died. Crazy.
Caused her death and what happened in her last days on Earth. And he may have a very key piece of the puzzle, but we won't know that until he actually sits down and testifies. So that's why it's critical, especially if he's so close to David, that investigators get to hear what he has to say. But in all likelihood, he doesn't want to be a snitch. That's probably his mindset.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I think you're exactly right, Melba. Manuel, I thought of you as soon as Melba put the emphasis on the child, something you and I have talked a lot about with this case as you've given us analysis, this underage girl. Talk to me, Manuel. What do you think about this streamer potentially being a valuable witness?
Well, Julie, I believe that he is a valuable witness. The problem here is, look at his picture. He's got a lotto smile. He's literally one cheek to the other smiling, like he's just going to a club or dancing. I'm sorry, look at that. I mean, that smile says you have it says you have nothing on me. That smile says, I'm okay. I'm not worried. He's wearing an orange jumpsuit. He should be sad and upset, but he's not. So what does that smile tell me in my professional experience? That he's not going to be a good witness, and that he's most likely not going to say anything. And this is why he's smiling, because he's saying, wow, they don't really have nothing on me. And that's the problem with this guy. And you can see it in his face. And I've seen this numerous times throughout my experience.
Yeah. So what do you do with a guy like that, Manuel? Do you try to lean on him, before he lawyers up? What do you do with him?
Well, you know what? They have to keep the pressure on him. And the only way they're going to keep the pressure on him is try to deny him bail any way they can. And then once he starts feeling the pressure of being in jail, not having freedom, then he's going to think twice. That smile will go away, and I promise you, he's going to start talking. But like my colleague Melba said, the evidence is overwhelming in this case when it comes to David being a child predator. He was online playing Fortnite with her when Celeste was between 12 and 13 years old. Parents, everyone out there, you have to take control of what our children are doing, because this is not the first time that a case like this has happened, and it sure as hell will not be the last, because these sexual predators out there are playing games with our children in the safety of their bedrooms, and 99% of the parents don't even realize it.
Yeah, that's very true right there. You know what I'm saying? These guys, a lot of people playing games online and stuff like that, and the parents don't really know who the kids really playing games with. You know what I'm saying? You got kids playing all day and really talking to these grown folks online. You know what I mean? So, like I say, man, this situation is wild and sad that this young lady was young. You know what I mean? It was young when it was dating pictures and videos with both of them online and stuff like that. So it just, the police still haven't arrested this guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, great points. I want to share with you both the latest statement from the LAPD's chief medical examiner talking about Celeste Rivas Hernandez's death, saying, quote, the cause and manner of death remain pending. The statement goes on to say the law precludes us from doing so while the court order remains in this case. Okay, so they don't have answers, it seems. And Melba, going back to you, I'm wondering if this is because of the state of her body when she was found. What are your thoughts on why we haven't seen cause and manner of death firmly determined here?
Because, again, like you said, Julie, the decomposition is so severe that it makes it impossible for the medical examiner to figure out what happened to her. So a medical examiner would be trying to look, for instance, at surface injuries. So if it was, let's say, strangulation, they're looking for if there's a broken hyoid bone, if there's, like pressure, bruises, anything like that. They're looking for gunshot wounds. They're looking for knife wounds. But again, if the body is so severely decomposed, and I mean all respect to this poor child who should be with us, but the human body, when it decomposes, it takes a lot of its secrets with it. So in this instance, we may have a scenario where we may never know the cause of death, and it may be listed as undetermined, which makes it an uphill battle for prosecutors. Not impossible, but it makes it an uphill battle when it comes time for prosecution.
Melba, great points. Manuel, back to you in terms of trying to get information from these guys who might have been in David's circle. Is this a lost cause? It feels like it's been so long.
No, it's not a lost cause. I mean, the fact, like I said, that we have this guy under custody now, it has strengthened the cause of this case and actually moves it a little bit forward, because now they have an opportunity to lean on somebody. But like Melba said, when it comes to the body, we're most likely never going to know the cause of death because of how much it decayed. But there is a fact here that is unequivocal. One, he reported that car stolen. That Tesla was found approximately 1.5 city blocks from his house. No car thief steals a $100,000 Tesla and then parks it 1.5 blocks away. I'm sorry. That is insane. And that circumstance Circumstantial evidence, Julie, is overwhelming. That body was in the trunk. It was a murder. Will we know the cause of death? No. But do we know it was a murder? Yes. Because she didn't crawl inside of a trunk and dismember herself. The fact is, Julie, that car being a block and a half away suggests that he parked it there. Is it circumstantial? Yes. But I know a jury will most likely find him guilty.
Hot take, Manuel. I love the.
Listen, I mean, yeah, I definitely get what he's saying that he think the jury found him guilty, but then again, they haven't still arrested this guy. They haven't point nothing at this guy. They say is he a suspect? I think 1 or 2 times they did say he was a suspect. You know what I'm saying? But they still haven't arrested him. You know, a lot of people are really giving their opinion. You know what I'm saying? But it's like they spewing so much stuff out, but they still haven't arrested this guy. Yeah, you can give your opinion what you think will happen and what you think will happen, but until this guy get arrested, we all just speculating. You know what I mean? And it's a sad situation because this girl, you know, lost her life. You know what I mean? And the body was so decomposed and been in that trunk for so long in that heat from California weather. It's just sad, man, and it's very sad. And I really do hope they find out what really happened and also arrest somebody. You know what I mean? Arrest somebody in this situation, man. Listen, it's crazy. But let me know what y'all think about that. Let's move on. A couple more things. Let me see. Let me see what else. Um, we could talk about the Kevin Gates situation, or we could talk about this school counselor who was found dead. Crazy. I did want to react to that. Let me see if I can. Somebody had the article up somewhere. Let me see. How y'all doing this morning, chat? How y'all doing? Y'all at work? What y'all up to? You cooking breakfast? What's going on? Let me see. What I'm talking about is it was a school counselor. They say he was messaging a 14-year-old, and I think he got caught. The next thing you know, he killed himself. Let me see if I can pull it up. Give me 1 second, chat. Give me 1 second. I do apologize. I guess I gotta look on Twitter then. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it, chat. Give me 1 second. Hey, don't judge my spelling either. Don't judge my spelling. Okay. So TMZ got it. Let me interesting. Let's read the TMZ article and then we're gonna come back to it. How that sound? And we might play a news report as well. How y'all doing in the chat, man? So it says middle school counselor fatally shoots himself after allegedly flirting with a minor. Wow. You know, one thing about these situations right here, man, we see it all the time. And let me know in the chat if y'all ever seen this movie. I don't know the name of the movie, but I was real young. And this movie came out about this teacher. She messed with a young kid and she ended up getting pregnant. It was a whole movie. Like, it came out a long time ago. I don't know the name of that movie, man, but let me know if y'all remember that movie I'm talking about. So let's get into it. So it says middle school counselor fatally shoots himself after allegedly flirting with a minor. So this is the guy right here. So it says in Louisiana, it says Louisiana school counselor died by suicide Wednesday after he was accused of improperly messaging a minor. Wow. A counselor at Westdale Magnet School in Baton Rouge died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound, and his body was found on the campus of the now shuttered Glen Oaks Middle School. Wow. Earlier this month, Dixon was accused of sending a flirty Instagram message to a 14-year-old beginning in early November 2025. Through early January, an arrest was issued on 4 counts of indecent behavior with a juvenile. TMZ obtained a warrant which says Dixon continued messaging the teen even after confirming she was in high school. Dixon also made remarks about her sexual orientation and complimented her by saying she was cutting up to be so pretty with a fire emoji, according to the warrant. A rep for the East Baton Rouge Parish School System released a statement telling us Dixon was placed on leave due to the allegations. The rep also sent condolences to the entire school community and offered counseling and support for traumatizing students and employees. Wow, that is wow. Let me see if there's a news report. Let me see if it's a news report, chat. Give me 1 second. It seems my laptop is acting a little funny this morning here. All right, so there is a news report.
I started my first business in the basement of a factory over 30 years ago. We had no heat and no air conditioning.
Estelle Middle School was found dead at a shuttered school in Baton Rouge.
2 weeks ago, the school system suspended Quentin Dixon over allegations he sent inappropriate messages to a minor. News News' Haley Jefferson explains what we know about the investigation so far.
Michael Sylvia, on January 15th, we reported that 44-year-old Quentin Dixon was placed on administrative leave by the East Baton Rouge school system. Today, he was found dead. Wednesday morning, Baton Rouge police found the body of Westdale counselor Quentin Dixon on the former Glen Oaks Middle School campus. Police have not confirmed where on the campus Dixon was found. The building is currently not being used by the East Baton Rouge School District. Dixon's body was found the same day an arrest warrant was filed against him. According to the warrant, beginning in November of last year up until early this month, Dixon allegedly sent several messages to a 14-year-old through Instagram. The warrant goes on to claim that Dixon responded hard eyes to a picture posted by the victim, along with repeatedly offering to give the victim rides home after school. Court documents say Dixon faced 4 counts of indecent behavior with the juvenile.
It was tragic all the way around. It's something that you can't really explain about.
A spokesperson for the East Baton Rouge school system sent a statement to WBRZ in response to his death, saying, quote, "Today, the East Baton Rouge Parish School System was notified of the passing of an employee. We extend our condolences to the school community, family, and loved ones as they process this information during this difficult time." Riddell Norman says he attended Glen Oaks and coached football with Dixon.
It's unfortunate, the circumstances of his untimely demise, but yes, I did know him, and the situation is just so unfortunate, and we just got to pray for everybody.
We reached out to the East Baton Rouge coroner's office, who says Dixon's cause of death remains under investigation. Michael Sylvia.
Wow. That right there is a wild situation. You got a 44-year-old man. A 44-year-old man mentioned a 14 minor. Now, how sick can you be? Like, I'm gonna say this, and y'all might not like it, but it's so many women out here in this world. So many women. It's ugly women. It's beautiful women. It's eye women. It's fat women. It's medium sized women, thick women, and skinny women, like prostitutes. I'm not condoning all this stuff, but I'm just saying prostitutes out here. You know what I'm saying? It's just women that will receive money from you. You know what I'm saying? Older women. You know what I'm saying? Why you gotta like go try to mess with a young lady? You know what I'm saying? Like that is sick and nasty, man. It's crazy. Like you gotta be in the mind right here to do some stupid stuff like that. You know what I mean? But let's get into more details about this situation, man. Um, and the girl was 14, man, 14. This guy was 44 years old. Crazy. So I'm guessing these. So I'm guessing. So I'm guessing these are text messages. So school canceled died while students out allegedly flirting text messages. So let's read some of these text messages. See what they got. I'm talking about. So this is Instagram. I don't know if I can. It says so you missed the bus today. I could have dropped you off. Oh, thanks. That would have been a nice. What part of town you live in? Do you coach? Do you know I coach there? Wow, this is crazy. Like I don't even like want to read them, John. That's how crazy this is. Wow. No, I don't have one. Wow, I can't believe that. That's why. What the fuck? This is crazy. Crazy situation, man. But I just want to give some insight on that right there about a grown man. You know, and the crazy thing is somebody doing this right now as well. Like somebody doing this right now, messaging a young woman from school right now as I speak. You know what I mean? So it's like this shit happens every day, every day, every day. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad. You know what I'm saying? And it's like parents really, really need to really not just be so security on their kids of just trying to check their phones all the time and the games and stuff like that, man. But they really need to be up on their kids. You know what I'm saying? Because you got guys like this right here doing some predatory shit of just trying to be, you know what I'm saying? He's a school counselor. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who you should really trust and confide in. You know what I'm saying? A school freaking counselor, man. You know what I mean? So that is crazy. If you can't trust a school counselor, who the hell you can trust us? You know what I'm saying? Crazy situation, man. We see it. I see it all the time in the news, man. That these people be mess with these kids and stuff, man. It's just wild, wild and sad. And this guy want to shoot himself, take the easy way out. Crazy, crazy, man. Shit like that just makes me upset, man. Cause I got little cousins and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And it's like it's wild. All right, last story of the day. Well, I maybe got one more, maybe two more. So we already know, you know, Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs is a NFL player. He's dating Cardi B. Cardi B is a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Stephon Diggs and um, the New Orleans Patriots, they're going to the Super Bowl. And this topic kind of came up. I saw it or whatever. I thought I want to give y'all, I want to get an insight from y'all. You know what I mean? And this shit ain't pop up. And we already know Stephon Diggs has a case pending. You know, his case is pending from his chef. His chef suing him, not just suing him, and also because he choked her. It's his chef, and I guess he owed her money or whatever, and he didn't want to pay her. Then he choked her, and that case is pending, and it won't be till after the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? So this is Stephon Diggs right here, NFL player who's dating Cardi B. Cardi B, who's a rapper. You know what I mean? But he do has a charge, like I say. Let me see. So this right here, Stephon Diggs charged with felony strangulation, assault, Patriot star. But he denies it. You know what I'm saying? So he's strangling his chef and text message and stuff like that released. But anyway, the main thing I just want to give y'all a backstory on who Stephon Diggs is. But anyway, and he got a lot of kids, but Cardi B, she don't care. Let me 1 second, chat. Let me pull this up right quick. But one of his ex-girlfriend was on a podcast, and she said the craziest thing. She said Stephon Diggs' ex, Winter Blanco, opens up about the time she slept with a homeless man, and he ended up becoming a stalker. Jesus.
Did you fuck a homeless guy? all right, you can be honest. Did you fuck a homeless guy? It happens to the best of us. I didn't have a man grab his toothbrush and his PlayStation 2 and try to move in before. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, I did have sex with him. I got extremely drunk when we went on that picnic. And
see, I didn't know you know.
Yeah,
I'm just covering my own
I
ass.
fucked him, okay? And I think that it's because, I don't know if it's because the pussy's too bomb, but like now I have a stalker. No, that's actually not even funny. That's not even funny. I shouldn't even play like that. This is really serious though.
It is. But the reason why we even brought it to attention because it's something that's very personal. It's literally something that you're dealing with right now. And then it's why it's a lot of shit going on right now. And now it's scary.
Yeah. At first it was just like, what a creep. But now it's like, here's my thing. Here's why I'm scared. I'm not fully scared.
So this right here is his ex-girlfriend here. She just admitted she slept with a homeless guy.
Like, oh, I think like I'm gonna be murdered by him. I mean, no, I'm just saying, I'm not scared of that. I'm scared that I'm gonna have to do something to him. Like, you know what I mean? What?
Was the sex good?
Yeah. Look, I told you, that was the whole reason I was trying to even talk to him. Like, I'm just gonna have a little fun with it. You feel me? Like, get my, little groove on.
And
like,
it turned into a psychopath.
It turned into something completely different. It was never supposed to be that. Like, I swear, ladies, be careful. Like, don't just be trying to get some dick, y'all. Just recycle. This is why I recycle. We talked about this on the last episode.
Literally.
She talked about all you do is recycle men because I don't want to fuck new people. Look what happened.
It is not my fault because I'm telling you to explore other options.
As you can listen right there, man, these women are trash. Yes, I said it. These women are trash. And don't get me wrong, I'm not judging, the homeless man or whatever, but I'm just saying you slept with a homeless man, that's crazy. That means you sleep with anybody. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what's going on in society today, man. Women will sleep with anything. You know what I'm saying? If you got some money or whatever, yeah, 9 out of 10, man, this is crazy, man. That is wild right there. And I want to talk about that because that is crazy. You know what else is crazy? I don't know let me see if I post that on my page that this woman, she said she will let somebody party on her. Let me see. Let me see if I got it on my page. Oh, yeah, that's it right here. So this woman right here says she would let a guy party on her,
You willing to get
hoop on her for $750,000. Harriet Fletcher. Yeah, this is what she said.
X? Take a shot if you willing to get shitted on for some money. I was just
Ain't
talking
never
about
been that
this.
serious. You know, it's one
How
thing.
much money?
You getting shitted on?
Hey, how much money?
Girl, you
Carisha,
not.
be quiet. If a nigga come up to you, right?
I'm not shit. Maybe P, but not shit. And I'm not letting no nigga shit on me.
He
Shit.
tell you,
Ari, a nigga fart around me and I be. Boy, why the fuck would you do that?
If a nigga for the right price.
What's the price?
Hey. Tucson. So like, you said you're gonna give me $750,000. About where exactly do you want to shit at?
Crazy situation, man. That is very sad. You know what I'm saying? Very sad, man. And this is the woman right here who said that. Let me see if I can. And don't get me wrong, she's not like a ugly chick or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? She's dating a rapper. So this is the woman right here who just said that. You know what I mean? Like I said, she's not an ugly woman. You know what I mean? But it's like, what will you do? What will you not do for money? You know what I'm saying? What will you not do for money? Crazy situation, man. You got a woman right there. I just played a video of a woman say she slept with a homeless man, and now we got a woman right there says she will let somebody poop on her. Crazy work, right? Crazy work. All right, Chad. I'm about to get off here. I might get back on live later. Um, I'm not sure. That's my Twitter right there. Make sure y'all follow me. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, man. I do appreciate y'all tuning in. If you like anything that I said, man, comment. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you like and subscribe. I got my Discord, I got Instagram, and I think that's all I got on my description. But yeah. Until then, man, I'll see y'all later, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in me this morning.